Hey friends! Welcome to the BJ Experience with Bobo
and Jojo.
Mwah.
Everything they do, we do it. Everything they do, we do it. Everything.
Today we shall be talking about boundaries in relationships.
Yes.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Start us off.
Okay, so here, let me start easy. So the first one, I'm just basically gonna talk about boundaries. One boundary I'd want to have in a relationship is emotional boundaries. In that, I would want my partner to be able to respect my emotions. You see, there's this thing where I might think someone is overreacting, like how are you finding that a big deal? Like, don't belittle my emotions just because they don't appear big to you. But if it hurts me, it like you shouldn't belittle it. Like, I would expect just my partner to validate my feelings and like be present in that state. You get?
That's interesting. Because I feel like as much as I'm very emotional as well.
Yeah.
I also don't know when I've fucked up. Like for me it'll just be like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Then you'll be tripping. So
Yeah.
on that note, I'd introduce mine, which is communication.
Yeah.
So let me know, like you need to clearly stipulate.
Yeah.
This actually upsets me. Or what you've said here has upset
It's upsetting,
me. Because if you don't do that, I'll have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
So communicate with me all the way through, from the beginning, from the get-go, when you're dating me, when we're in a relationship, when we're thinking about more, just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And also when it comes to things like on the phone and texting, like you also need to be consistent and constant in that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying talk to me every day or every hour, but let me know at least you're there. Let me feel your presence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when you happen to leave the country or go out, keep also that. Let me know, because I do the same.
Yeah.
Or even though I'm not like I'm not physically like telling you whatever. I tell you, okay, this is where I'm at this period. So in case you do not get me, this is where I'm at. This way you can find me. All those things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So communication for me is also like very key.
Would communication be a deal breaker for you?
Yes.
Oh, like you'll end things because of bad communication.
Yo, that for me is that's
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, give a boundary.
Mine was communication.
Okay. So my other one would be social media boundaries. So if you're my boyfriend, I don't expect. By the way, I don't like dating men. I don't know if it's double standards. I don't like dating men who are active on social media, because I'm already active in that space. My preference would be someone who is not even in that space at all. Because you see, sometimes you do things, just for banter. We go there, we say men are trash. In the evening, we are cuddling our men. Like I don't want to go on social media and see my man's likes on other babes' photos, or even on controversial topics. You see, like Nairobi gossip or things like that, or I find your comments somewhere. I don't want that. Please. Like, I know. And especially, actually, the main point was, let me not find you, in my friends' comments or my friends' likes. Like, it will make me feel some type of way. Even my family. But it depends. When we get to, there's a certain point we might get in our relationship and we are that close. That's fine if I find you on my cousins or my sisters. But when we're just starting out and I've not even introduced you to them, please, no. Don't even follow my friends. Why are you following my friends?
Like, why are you there?
Yes.
It's an absolute ghetto.
Why are you talking to my friends?
You don't even know them.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like, I totally get that.
Yeah.
And I feel you on the I don't want it to go, I feel you on the being low key.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't say on social media I'm not as like out there, but in real life I am.
Yes.
So I wouldn't want someone who's just, man, as in I'd be finding you everywhere I'm going. And like I'd like to have my own space as well.
Yeah.
So like when you're as out there as I am, and I'm sure even when it comes to social media I'll get there as well.
Yeah.
And you're there, it's just like, man, like there's no boundary.
Just there.
It's just.
But this doesn't discredit men who are out there and that's how they're making their money. That doesn't discredit that. But for us, no, please.
Because I'd also pick, like, I think my second boundary also would be interactions with friends and family.
Yes.
And mine is not necessarily like just social media, it's every damn thing, babe.
Yeah.
Like every damn thing.
Yeah, even in life.
Because I'm like, why?
Yes.
You don't even know this person. It makes sense maybe if you had the relationship prior to you being with me, I'd be like, oh, you know my cousin, you guys, whatever. Or, you know my friend, that makes sense.
Yes.
But I've introduced you to them.
Yeah.
And not introduced as in be friends, is by the way, this is my cousin. End it there.
Exactly.
And like you said, it would make sense, I mean, if we've been dating for years, and not a year, years. Or we're about to get married, that makes sense.
But either way, even at that, you need to ask me.
Exactly.
If I wanna call my cousin, you need to tell me, hey babe, I wanted to call so and so.
Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask your friend, but how am I finding out? Sijui, in their DMs, you're talking to one of my friends, and like, hey, no.
You must be dizzy. No. Because I'm just like, you need to, they're my people.
Yeah.
So that's, like, it's my boundary, like, these are my people.
Yes, and I think I'm big on that because me, I'm also very respectful about people's families and friends. Like, you will never find me.
Because I know even like some of the people who I know are in relationships as well. I know they are men.
Yes.
There's absolutely no way. And if I do, even though it's a high, I'll immediately go like, oh, by the way, no, I've seen this, that. So just know that I've seen. Or, by the way, I called this to say this, or I'd like to call just to keep that and to respect your boundary as well.
True.
Because it gets very uncomfortable when like you're deep in my space with other people who are close to me.
Me, I actually find disrespectful.
Very.
It's
like I'm the mysterious voice behind the camera, but I have a question.
Yeah.
What if you've introduced this person, like, this is my cousin, this is my sister, this is my brother, this is my son, so your family, or this is my best friend, and now this person, not your significant other, but this person now takes initiative and starts communicating with them? How would you handle that? Because that's not the person breaking the boundary. Do you expect your significant other to now be like, no, I'm not responding?
So
you should tell me.
Yeah, you come and tell me first.
Then
so I leave the person on red.
Yeah. Yes. Why are you even opening it?
Because they've texted me. What if they're asking a question?
Leave it
like,
on red.
So okay.
Leave it on red. You tell me, then I handle that with that person.
Yeah.
T for temp, bro.
I know.
And I mean, it's also good to know what you want, because then again, like,
because family can be sneaky if you all think about it.
But most of the time,
your
it's
friends,
not your close family that is.
Or even like, for example,
friends.
you guys are cousins. I can't use that example, but like your best friend, for example, could take it into their hands. And I don't know if this is being sneaky or what, but like, let me find out the person's intentions.
That's
and then
very sneaky. I did not ask you to find out his intentions. Even if he's a murderer, I did not give you that duty of finding out their intentions. That's on me. I'm the one dating them.
Yeah.
Period.
Period points.
Period. But then we'll have a huge problem.
Like when it comes even like with you, even all the people, I would never be there. In fact, I come to find all the information about your people from you.
Me. Yes.
And the only time I'd actually be talking is if we're in the same vicinity.
Yes.
And if you're there.
Exactly.
So if you're not there in the same vicinity and whatever, I excuse myself. I'll be like, I don't care if you've maybe taken a walk. I'd also take a walk.
Yeah.
Because I understand. Because it gets very, like, lines could get blurred.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it's true. Anyway, it's a big issue. It's a big, big issue.
Yeah.
What else did I want to say? Physical boundaries. How do you feel about your partner commenting on, like, you've gained weight? Hey, hey babe, your stomach these days. I don't know. I feel like it would be an issue for me.
Do you think so?
To be honest, cause by the time I know I've gained weight.
So when he's asking,
why are you telling me?
I have a question. Babe. On the real, what if you don't know?
How don't I know? I'm one person who's very conscious of my body, so I always know.
So when you've lost weight, you also know?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't mind you telling me, hey, your ass nowadays is looking good, but not the other side. We might have a problem. I don't know, but I think it also depends on how you say it.
I don't think you like it at all.
Let's just be
honest.
No. Yeah, no.
Because for me, I'm just trying to think. Guys, I would say sometimes, not all, but like when I get a bit chunky, like when we're in a relationship and I get a bit chunky, like, "Hey, baby, you're looking nice."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
The one that you say, whenever I come to your house, you'll be like, I like when you're smaller. Then when I get smaller, you're like, no, you.
Oh.
Like, you're like, okay, I like when you're lean, which I do as well.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you're in a relationship, you get a bit comfortable.
Yeah.
So like for me, like the people have have been like, hey, you're looking nice. You know, you're soft, you're thick. It's, it's looking nice.
But there's also this thing people...
So I don't think I've ever gotten
that other side.
Yeah.
There's also this thing people say, like your man, like he finds you like, maybe I look like this right now.
Uh-huh.
And maybe he prefers bigger women. I hate that.
Why are like the curvy girls?
Yes. Okay. Why are you with me? Then he's trying to get you to that. Like why would I don't want that for me. So why are you bringing your whole ideas to me? Like why are you projecting it on me? So you go date a big girl, or maybe you want a very skinny girl. So like we go like somewhere, maybe not even your boyfriend, maybe just someone who's trying to pursue you. And they're like, oh, you shouldn't eat that. Oh, you shouldn't be eating that. Too many calories. You shouldn't be like.
Because now that you're saying that, the reverse happened for me. That when I gained, and now I'm like, because I like to be a bit lean.
Yeah.
So they're like, so I'm like, oh, I need to start going to the gym. Hi babe, why are you going to the gym? I like you like this.
Yeah.
So it's like sort of discouraging you because you're really trying to share. Like you want to be in your comfortable space.
Yes.
So I get kind of get where you're coming from.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Just don't comment.
There's something that we're talking about as I go into my other boundary. We're talking about guys and their backstories.
Uh-huh.
So the boundary would be personal traumas and past experiences.
Okay.
Yeah. On whether I would like it to be like I'd like you to tell me your shit, or or you would like me to tell you your shit. So what I feel for me is a boundary is, I will open up. I won't give you nitty-gritties, but I'll open up. Do not use that against me.
Oh, I wrote that as well. Or no.
Do not use it against me.
No.
Because my vulnerability is also a boundary. Like, do not use that against me.
It's really hard. Like, I confided that, with you, and then you come and use that. Like, for me, knowing my personality, once you do that once, I'll never share anything again with you. Like, that would be it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because there's a time someone told me, oh, you're doing that because you have daddy issues. I'm like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
What?
It's...
No.
It's low-key a trigger on... I mean, it's just... It's wrong. It's wrong. It's a trigger. It's
very wrong.
It's petty.
Exactly. It's childish, actually. It's very childish.
And manipulative as well. Because I don't think... I think that's like... I don't need to go deeper in it or anything.
Yeah.
Because it's just that. Like, don't use it against me. And do not use your past traumas or your past experiences to explain shit that you're doing wrong now as well. Don't use it as a crutch.
Yeah.
You'll be like, nah, babe. And like, that is also... Like, that's your shit.
Yeah, I'm doing this because this and this.
Yeah, like, heal. Or be like, babe, I need space to go and figure this shit out.
Yes.
Do not cross it and bring it out to me.
Yes. That's projecting.
Yeah.
That's projecting. Yeah, that would be wrong, honestly. No. I also had that one because...
Where was yours? What angle were you coming from?
That one for, like, don't don't use my flaws or something that I have told you or as an insecurity maybe or a bad experience I've had that has probably damaged me in a way or another. Don't use it like, especially if you're using it in an argument.
Exactly.
Hey, that one, like, you're trying me, son of Adam. Trying me.
I am not the one.
Hey, no, don't bring that here.
I am not the fucking one.
Yeah. So another one I had, I don't know if I'm very big on this, but I wrote terms of finances. I was thinking, like, I've never had a joint account with anybody, like a partner.
Okay.
So I was wondering, like, if I had a joint account, or like if we start a project or an investment with them, this is in terms of finances. Like, I don't expect you, maybe because you're an investor or you contributed most of the money, like now you feel like you can make decisions on your own, and maybe come tell me later after you've already made the decision. I feel like that would cross me wrongly, because if we're partners, I need to know if you're doing something, like I also need to be part of that decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then on that note, I also have something like that, but mine would be, let me just put them into like two questions that are the same, sort of.
Yeah.
To build or not to build when it comes to family, finance, and assets. Yeah. So whether to, and also incorporated with that, what is mine, what is yours, what is ours. So in terms of a boundary for me, I am open to a joint account.
With a boyfriend.
Yes, I'm open to a joint account. Why? Having, financial experience. There's so many, because there's so many clauses I can put in. Yeah, so there's so many clauses I can put in it to make sure we're both protected. Heavily, let me not lie to you, I am protected. Yeah.
I don't know where I saw that one coming.
Yeah. So heavily, I am protected. However, if at the point in time, I know I'm very, like, I'll have the double standard.
Yeah.
But if at the point in time, it's supposed to be 50-50, I only have 20. Imagine you just have to do the 70. Sorry, the 80. The math, the 80. Sorry. Yeah? Because that could happen. Yeah?
So what would be the purpose of the joint account?
Growth, the assets.
So you're investing together? Okay.
So my boundary would be,
what happens when you break up?
That's the thing. You separate it back. Like, there are clauses you can
so
put
you go
into...
with your 20 or you...
No, because you're not getting... in the clause, it's going to have that.
How would you...
That just in case, one party has been contributing more than the other.
So you'll take 50.
It's still 50%.
Would you be okay with being the one putting in the 80?
No. What do you mean? I'm saying it's a double standard. So like when you're... So my boundary is...
Toxic for me. Toxic. No, but I get what she's saying. But at the same time, I would say that's a very dangerous mindset to have, because
some men are...
That means you're not even about arrogance. Especially men who are conscious about their finances and they know what they're doing. Like, we have this plan, fine, we started this project together, our money is going together.
I'm saying...
If I've been putting in CG 2 million every year and you're telling me you're contributing 50k, the day we break up you want to take 50%. Let me tell you, that man will tell you, I know the clauses exist, but let me call my lawyers.
I tell you why I am saying this, also based on that, because of the laws. We'll go into that in another episode, because of the laws that are there then. Yeah? I'm only able to make that. First of all, please, 50k? Really? I'm gonna have money, babe. Maybe that month, my money hasn't come back yet, because it's going to come 10 times fold next month.
Yes.
Yeah? So my millions are not there yet. So in that, I've been building you. Like, there's so many other things that go into just the money. The reason why you're able to make your 2 mic is because I've set and created a space that is healthy for you to make your 2 mic.
Yeah.
And that's because now for you, guy behind the camera, you're thinking about it in terms of money.
Yeah.
There's more that goes into
I get what you're saying about it, and that's why, like, for me, I'm very for the idea.
By the time you started dating him, he was already a millionaire.
That's fine, but I'm also very for the idea of a prenup, because I'm also for the idea of a prenup, also going against it with the 50-50 because a lot of people don't understand. As I'm saying, no, even people sign prenups in relationships like income mistakes. They do because I'm for the idea of it. Because why I say that is because a lot of people don't know the emotional support, the physical support that goes into it. I might not be putting down the 2 million you're putting down, but she's the one rubbing my back when I come home stressed. She's the one talking me, giving me advice. She's the one handling shit. So
giving you some cookie, baby.
She, the cookie crumbling. The cookie tastes good. So she like, it's like okay, cool. So like let me give her 50%. No, I'm not gonna say no because she's carried her weight at the end of the day. She might not have put her shit down financially, but she's pulled her weight. She's done a lot for me to be able to put that 2 mic down.
True.
So basically, sharing is caring. Don't be stingy. That's my boundary. Don't be stingy.
Man, don't be stingy.
Don't be stingy. Sharing is caring.
Yeah, madam. That can be stingy.
Don't be stingy. Because there's also another thing we're going to talk about how we think, but let's not talk about it now because it's not in our topic.
Would you chop money for your man when you're saying
we have another episode for finances in relationships.
Yeah.
So we'll now discuss that then.
Yeah.
So my last point was dealing with, I have a boundary when it comes to like we've argued. Now, how do you deal with that? I don't believe in silent treatment. Like, don't bring that shit to me. I can understand if you need some personal space, but it can't go past, hey, I want to say 24 hours, but I want to shorten it by half, maybe 12, but 12 is still a stretch. Past, let me say working hours, 8 hours. It can't go past a working day. I mean, there are people who give you silent treatments for 2 days, 3 days. By the time you're coming back, nime overthink, nikarudi kuthink normally, nika underthink, nikarudi, oh God, like you've taken me through a whole roller coaster. I'm like, why?
Did you ask?
Yes, you asked.
I'm saying after you had your fight and everything.
Yes.
The guy has gone silent.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Did you ask?
Yes.
So you've asked why you're silent and he still continues to be silent?
No, you asked them, can we talk about this?
And
they
then?
Continue being silent. No, what do you do?
Okay.
What do you do? No, I feel like that is very childish and it's emotional manipulation.
Heavy.
Because now they want you to go in a space where you're like, am I the problem? Is it me? And probably it's not even you. Probably, or maybe both of you are at fault. But still, even if it's me, talk about it. Like, grow some balls and talk about it.
Let me speak from a man's perspective, a mature man's perspective. There's a way when you're raised by a woman, you're taught, if you're not going to say it nicely, don't say it. So sometimes silent treatment is not, I don't want to talk to you. It's, let me get my emotions in check so I can confront the situation.
Tell me that.
That's fine.
Because, sometimes, like, let me speak for myself. Sometimes if my emotions are really worked up and you're pushing are we going to talk about this? If I snap, I will snap.
Yeah.
So it's that one of, walk away. Let me go quiet,
Why? But tell me, I
in
want
advance.
to talk.
You see, that's the thing, like she keeps saying, talk about it before. Let me know.
But at that time, I don't believe you need 4 days.
Can I explain to him? She's talking about her boundary. So you know that she doesn't like silent treatment. So you need to be able to communicate to her that when I go silent, I have bad things to say about you.
Yes.
So just give me time, and sometimes it may take about this long beforehand.
But even that limit, it needs to be realistic. I don't see why you'd go silent for a week.
Yeah, nasema anataka ikue 8 to 5. Come talk to me now.
Like, talk about why are we sleeping with issues? Why are we going to bed with issues?
Even the Bible says,
do
not let the sun go down on your anger.
I don't think there's anything new under the sun. So I don't see why you need a week to figure something out.
I get that. And also people need to understand. People need to, Mr. Guy behind the camera, guys need to understand it's her boundary. If you're not comfortable with that, then don't go for her. You're wasting so much of her time and yours.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
But here's a question I'd ask both of you since you're talking about boundaries. I know, I'm just trying to see how to phrase it. But when you build a wall can be moved based on how much property you buy and how much property you lose.
Yes.
Same thing with fences. That's why a lot of the time when people are talking about relationships, when it gets to a certain level, they ask you, some of the things you told me when we were starting, are these lines that are drawn in concrete or are they drawn in the sand? Can they move? Because sometimes the more you learn to love, some boundaries are shiftable. So the boundaries you've just discussed, how many of them would you shift?
Would I move?
Yeah, would you move, and what do you feel like is a bargaining point for you? Like,
would I move, like, I can either make it tougher or easier?
Yeah, based on your interactions with the person. Like, for example, say me and you are dating. You know for a fact, me, when I get pissed, I need time to cool off before we have the conversation. Are you now going to come in with me, I want us to talk now? Or are you going to be like, okay, let me give you your space, because now you're learning to love the person? You see, that's a boundary that it can be, you get what I'm saying? So, do you think the boundaries that you've listed, because you've both listed some very heavy boundaries.
For me, like that one for going silent, I know for myself, like it depends on the level of anger I have. If I'm extremely angry, I'll need the silent time. I'll need some personal space. And I will tell you, I don't want to talk about this now. I'll talk about it later. But trust me, I won't go for 2 days not having talked. Or even that's what, like, we go overnight. No, I won't do that. We'll talk about it before the day ends. But I had that liberty with people until I was with someone who would go silent for days, and like, I'm going through all these emotions and everything. That's when I discovered, by the way, I can't deal with this.
At least yours was days. Have you had weeks? And then, oh no, I was just in my own space.
Oh hell no.
Plus, if you see Joy in public, please
like I said,
many of these sons of Adam, they want to take that time and then they have a thing, and then they're like, we were in that hard time.
Yeah. Must be absolutely
in that situation,
busy.
I did not be son of Adam, I did be son of Eve.
Yeah.
You must be.
They'll always use that because we were going through a hard time. That's why I did this and this and this. I know.
No, that's different. That's
That's manipulation.
Emotional manipulation.
Yeah,
that's
manipulation. Because I don't understand that, because you're arguing.
You broke my emotions, so I went to break her back.
That's funny.
Because these guys who, because you're arguing, sijui mara he's deleted your number, mara he's changed.
You.
Me, I've had an experience. I was changed from baby girl to my official name, and then when I asked about it, I was told it was that time. I was like, that argument was way kitambo.
No, wait, let me ask you a question. You brought up a point. Let me ask you a question. So you've had a very, very, very hot argument. Bad, terrible. I won't even try to answer this
How
question.
is changing my name from baby girl to...
You see what you said? You mentioned something that I know a lot of men do, and I know men who do this. So, mumekosana vibaya. Then, he decides, you know what? I can't deal with this. I didn't even change your name. He deletes the number. So, you call him now to have a conversation. Hi, who's this?
Oh, no. By the time I'm dating you, of course, you know my voice.
No, he knows your voice, but maybe you haven't said hi. He's now answered and he said, hi, who's this? Like, hi, who's this?
We're done. Fuck that shit. We're done.
So you won't even finish your conversation. You won't even start your conversation.
No, you.
First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk. Because you guys had gone at it. So, I wouldn't change my boundaries at all.
Yeah.
I've tried to before.
Yeah.
I almost died. Okay, not like died.
Yeah.
I was so uncomfortable.
Yes.
And by changing it, I'm not saying changing it for a period. I was like, let me try this. Immediately I was like, no. I'm like, this I can't.
You can't.
So I told the person at the time, it's a no.
Yeah.
So it's either, for me, my boundaries are set in stone. They don't change. Yeah. And then when it comes to, hi, who is this? I would say my name's in full.
And then?
We continue the conversation, whatever I've called, because I'm the one who's called you, right? So if you don't have my number, well, at least now I know where I stand in your life.
Now, pause. How is Joy the one who normally has a lot of low-key savagery, but this time she's being nice? Me not be like, hello? Auntie, who's this?
Because
these are small problems.
It's the person you once loved.
Yeah.
And you were dating, like we're in a relationship.
Yeah, and
we're not actually talking until we're...
It's a relationship, and you had a really, really bad fight. Like that one, both of you know. Hey, that one, we need to sit down for real.
Because if we're both petty, baby, if we're both petty,
it won't help anything.
Nah, you don't hurt. I need to be okay. Because you've called me and you said, who is this? I tell you, this is Joy. You're speaking to Jojo right now. What you mean? We continue the conversation because if we are both digging at each other's eyes, we'll both be blind.
That's true.
Which is a big girl thing. It's okay, you'll get there.
No, I feel like I wouldn't even like shout or insult you.
But you see, you'd be done because you're not done. But maybe what you're not getting is that you're not done.
I know.
You're not done. For me, I'd continue my conversation. The purpose of my conversation is whether we're gonna go forward in the argument or we're gonna fix this relationship. Right? So because I have not hung up, I've still continued. I've been like, hey yo, this is Jojo. Mm-hmm. Continue the conversation. You say from where? I'd be like, I'll tell you from exactly where.
From where?
Let me tell you something.
And then I kid you not, because
he's being childish. Like you're telling me that all this is Joy, he's not already registered who you are.
Guys, please comment this as an opinion. But I'm about to give 2 characters that I feel like each of these people is giving. Joy is giving mad Cookie Lion right now, like in the way she's speaking in her descriptions.
Yeah.
Bobo is giving. I could be Beyonce, I could be Rihanna with my energy. So please comment if you agree.
I don't know. Honestly, I just feel like it's childish. Would you block someone because of an argument?
I realized that later that blocking doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
Because can you imagine blocking someone's number? You know it often. 1, 2, they're appearing in your dreams. Let me tell you, just keep it there. You can decide not to pick it up, which I've learned to do as well. However, blocking helps nothing. You might even be on your cousin's phone and just be like, let's see if there's gonna pick up.
When if you've broken up.
Yeah, like as in you never know, because you know this is a number you can't forget. Even I know, there's some, I've tried, like we're on that journey, but it's still there. So
I've blocked so many people. My block button is just like here.
Because now, but I have a setting on my phone where I can delete your number. However, when I delete, it will automatically assume that you're a weird caller. So it will revert it, send it back. Yeah. So I won't know you've called me. Yeah. So if your number is not saved in my phone currently,
it automatically puts call divert.
Oh. So it looks like I've blocked you, but I haven't. So my phone is helping me do better, basically.
So that's just for your own satisfaction. But on the other side, it looks like you blocked them.
Yeah, but that's a you problem. You see,
no. It's called divert. It rings. It do. Then at some point it stop. Yeah. So you think the person is just busy.
Yeah.
Guy, nimewanika.
So whatever. Mine, since you're saying yours is your last one,
yes,
I can make this the last one.
Okay.
Interactions with previous partners or previous things. I am of the opinion that you do like interactees, situationships, fuckships, whatever ships you are shipping.
Or things. Oh, yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I also, this one I'll put it in whatever with also BFFs. Yeah. I do not understand, baby girl, why you need to be friends with your ex.
Thank you.
I don't understand it.
Thank you.
I'm not saying hate this person, but why are you friends? Why are you talking? Why are you going on dates? Why are you saying hi to each other? Why do you have calls once in a whatever?
Yeah. Nah. You can be cordial, like if you meet, hi, but not at your texting,
or at you once in a while. I just like to check up on. Are you dizzy?
Who are you? Why are you to be checking up on?
It's a no for me completely, because even I don't know how to be as well. Because I'm like, we're done. If we're done, we're done.
Exactly. We can be cordial or anything, or maybe like if you don't have a partner at the time, it's understandable. But once you get a partner, like why are you still?
Yeah, because I'm like,
maybe just there are people who revise notes for a while before they move.
I don't understand that.
You don't understand that?
When you're
there
done,
are people who break up and then they'll still have like a thing before now they completely like.
No, you're done. You're done. Go outside, heal. If you're really feeling like, I really need to revise, go revise by yourself. Because you know what I mean? Revise by yourself. By yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
best friends. I want to
knowing we also have a couple of very close guy friends, even family.
Yeah.
I am of the opinion that the boundaries need to shift when we're dating.
Yes.
Because like for me, even for me, I have a lot of like very close guys.
Yes, icons are you.
Yeah. So I learned the hard way that the same way I wouldn't like you to be in a certain manner with the girl, even I shouldn't do the same.
Yes.
Because, and it's not that I don't want you to be friends with this person. It's
yes.
just that, man, it needs to change.
Yes.
Because I can't be talking to you about something and your best friend is like, oh yeah, but are you even talking about this? Because like now, what's the difference now between you, like now me and her, and for the guy, him, and now my best friend.
Yes.
So it needs to shift. I need to be like, hey, boo-boo, I love you. I have a man now, so this is what we like. This needs, like, in terms of how we're gonna interact, it's gonna be a bit different. Maybe the date nights we used to go for, maybe will be more like maybe coffee in the morning or an interactive thing.
Yes.
Where all of us have gone, not the three of us, because I mean that's like you would probably have a person or whatever, even though it's your guy friend, we've gone out together. If we're playing board games, in that playing of games can be like, oh yeah, but how you doing? It needs to shift. It can't be the exact same way you guys were interacting. I don't know about you.
For the best friends, for me, it's just a blunt no. It won't happen. I will not entertain it.
So no girl best friends?
No.
At all?
No. And I always make it clear to the partners I've been with. But there's one of my exes had that situation. But according to him, that's not his best friend. But that girl is convinced that he is her best friend. So one time, way into the relationship, I go on Facebook, I see her professing love for him. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, how she's
hold up,
me.
wait a minute.
Yes.
Something right.
Yes, CJ, you're my best friend. I love you so much. What?
You love Homest.
I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? He's like, she thinks of me as her best friend. I was that friend who was there. I told him, you know what? It's fine. But I don't need to be your girlfriend. I go on social media and that's the shit I'm standing up on your page. I won't accept it. Like, that's disrespectful. So where does that leave me? How would you feel going to my page and seeing a nigga professing love for me right there? Like, seriously, even that best friend of yours has no respect for me.
Exactly.
And because you've made her comfortable to be in that space, that's why she has the audacity to do that.
Because I feel like very heavy on that. Very, very, very.
Yeah, no, that one is an issue.
Or when there's a guy a while back who before told me, and that time we were just talking. So I was like, I'm not looking for a relationship. I just left one in a space. And he's like, oh yeah, me too. Like, but whatever happens. I'm like, okay, I totally understand that. Then he goes like, oh, fun fact, I have a lot of girlfriends. Yeah. Then I'm like, okay. And I have a girl best friend. So I said, okay, right? Are we together? We're together? So he said, would that be fine with you? So I responded and said, would that be fine with you? Because I was thinking about myself. Because I'm like, if someone has gone out of their way to tell you I have a girl best friend, that means that there's a way they interact.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if that's the case,
it's like he's telling you there are moments when I will be with my best friend.
Yeah.
And you need to understand.
Yeah. So I was like, would you be okay if you call me and I'm also with my best friend?
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
At 11 p.m.
Yeah. Because he would call and be like, "Hi, baby, I'm at whatever's house."
Hey.
So I'd be like, okay. It's like, oh, so where are you? I sent him a snap and showed him where I'm at. But now he'd feel some type of way. Because I was thinking, because I'd be thinking, I thought this is how we're interacting.
Yeah.
You set your stuff in the beginning and you said, I'm easy with it.
Yeah.
Why is it bothering you now?
That's a double standard now.
So for me, that's what I'm saying, I've been learning. I feel like those boundaries need to change. Like the way you interact needs to change. You cannot be staying at her house. Yeah. She really needs to see you see each other outside. With me there. Like it doesn't need to be now a private thing. Because how many private relationships are you going to be having? I'm your private relationship. Yeah. I'm your boo-boo.
For me, it's just a no. Like, just no. It's not happening.
I feel like how I'm like, you see now for me, it's grown to boundaries need to change. Yeah. I feel like as I age, I'm going to get to where you're at.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, complete no.
Yeah, it's a no.
I'm not there yet.
Mm.
I can gauge to see how much respect you have, and
Yeah.
that'd be heavy because I'm very heavy on respect.
Yeah.
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 Then now, but I feel like I'm heading to a no.
To a no.
Yeah.
Me for me.
To a complete
Just
no.
I wouldn't be okay with it at all. So maybe to close, I just written like pointed out like how do we now set healthy boundaries. So I guess just communicating, with your person, from the start, during, as you guys are having your thing, just communicate what your boundaries are. And also if you happen to cross another person's boundaries, because I mean we're only human, learn to accept and apologize and change. Yes, as long as it's not affecting what you stand for, it's fine. You can always just adapt, if you're willing, that is, to accommodate your partner.
Yeah. And communication, I've kept on saying this, having also learned and heard from even older people.
Yeah.
When you're happy, like in your honeymoon stage, whether it's a
Yeah,
situationship, a friendship, a marriage, a boyfriendship, like whatever it is, in the beginning, all the things we're talking about now, you should talk about them then.
In the start, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And also when it comes to like boundaries as well, I'm so heavy on respect, babe.
Yes.
Respect thyself.
Yeah.
And heavily respect me.
Yeah, me respect is just, that's a deal breaker. That's my first deal breaker, number one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you incorporate respect and communication in the essences in terms of the definitions and stuff,
yeah,
you will now be on that journey to building.
And other things are easier now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like a boundary you build.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. So anything else? Remarks?
Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to us.
Thank you so much for listening to us. We'd like you to like, share, subscribe, listen, follow. Please support our channel as we grow together. Friends.
Show me.
And we love you guys.
Bye, PJ friends.